who comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Yep, it's 1:11. I'm 1 minute late. I think Leisure's pointing out that it's 1:11, not that I'm late. But the 3 1s in a row there. Told my story of primary purpose last night. Oh, they also had a raffle. They were giving away a cup. Let me show this to you. I actually won a raffle for the first time in my life. I want to show this to you. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. They're doing a good job down there, man. But I won the cup, which is good because I'm running out of coffee cups. I literally need more coffee cups. And God knows I'm broke. The Lord, He knows I'm broke. Right? It's a gift from God. It is. But it went pretty well. I made a challenge. I didn't tell the story I usually tell. I have a very long story, so I told the second half of my story, but I really pushed on the protection of AA, the unity of AA, and in-person 12th step work. I said, we're putting in a new detox down the street and we're going to have in-person 12th step calls. You should have seen the smiles, man. It was cool. It was cool. They're like, yes. Because I know a lot of them in there haven't done it. It's not available. Kind of hard to do when it's not available. And we feel like if we go to a detox and say something, we're pushing our weight around. We're outside of the scope of AA, but no, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Right? Yeah. A little nerve-wracking. I wasn't as nervous as the lady before me. She did a really good job. I was proud of her. It's hard to get up there. There was probably 40 people there. It was good to see an AA room full. Now, it was almost at the point of standing room only. So it's good to see that what we're doing is working. What AA is doing, not just us, but several different people in the program doing what we're doing, working together in unity. Beyond that, I don't really remember much what I said. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate it. I'm glad you were there, and thanks for your help last night. Also, I appreciate that. I got a little extra time. I almost didn't know what to say at one point. I had to start not making shit up, but I had to come up with stuff pretty quick because I was kind of done with my story. I tend to make people cry. I don't mean to, but I have a very rough story. There's been a lot of emotional, mental, and physical violence in my life, including coming from me. Made me a very dangerous person. Seeing, that's kind of the difference. You don't see the dangerous person because I pull it back. And it's part of the humility. But I know exactly how dangerous I am. And if violence needs to be done, I'm not above it. I know it sounds weird coming from me. Yeah, you break into my house, try and hurt my family, I will tear you apart. I will. But I'm also willing to show my feelings because, see, I know. I pull that stuff back, man. There's been shit done to my family in the last month, and I've held my shit back, man. What is that? It's humility. Those days, I don't know that those days are necessarily over, but I'm a doer. I tend to react sometimes. We're not getting into that. We're not gonna. Just something kind of on my mind this morning that, my past is that your perception of me and that my perception of me are probably different. And that's okay too, because whatever perception you're getting is probably the perception that God needs for you, if that makes sense. Michelle says, you seemed emotional, and an emotional man makes me cry. Just doesn't happen very often. Amber's leaving the cabin. She'll be in and out. Good to see Amber. Good morning. But I do appreciate everybody showing up. And I appreciate you being there for the whole thing and listening to the other speaker also. They were like, they're like, what's your home group? I'm like, what is my home group? Well, I guess it's grassroots. They're like, what's grassroots? Oh, you don't know? I put a flyer up too. Hopefully some people went over and scanned the QR code and stuff. That's not, I doubt anybody did, but it's okay. What is God's perception of you? That's the real question. I don't know. But if you figure out how to find that out, please let me know, because I'm curious. It's a good question. It's a tough question. And that's why I'm telling you, I don't know. But it's certainly a valid question. But I do agree with that. See, I shouldn't determine my own worth. I let God determine my worth. And he saw that I was worthy of winning a cup. Right. Yeah, there are things going on in my life, absolutely. But they're not my stories to tell. They're not my stories to tell. Let's put it this way. I called ICE on somebody this week. I did. It was the right thing to do. Don't fuck with my family. I'll find whatever I can. I see there's some things I'm willing to make amends. Leisure says I'm stopping comments because my voice to text isn't working. I don't know if you're joking or not. So, all right, we haven't done introductions yet. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name's Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. All right, we're done with that. All right, somebody's going to argue with me here. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody put this to all my American friends: as Trump shuts down your LGBTQ suicide mental crisis hotline during these trying times, Canada has added a toll-free number to yours so you can help anytime you had need no cost. Kindness and empathy have no borders. right? And it gives the phone number. So I looked it up and no, it's not being cut. I said the hotline is not shut down. It is up and running. Do not hurt those working the hotline and there to help others. And she wrote back, she said, from a friend who works the crisis line, yes, from my understanding, 988 is staying just for the option that LGBTQs was removed. Based on the administration, he said that this far, I doubt there will be any training regarding LGBTQ specifically. Okay. They did budget for more Spanish speakers. That makes no sense. I'm going to tell you, it makes no sense. Because let me tell you something. LGBTQ people are human. You don't need training on LGBTQ because they're human beings, for God's sakes. Quit dividing them. Stop it. It's enough. Enough with the division. All right. They're human beings. I work with LGBTQ people all the time. Do you think I treat them any differently than I do anybody else? Do you think I go out of my way? Do you think I need training to understand that they feel lonely, that they feel put aside, that they don't feel the same way that I do? Bullshit. Enough. I am one of the biggest supporters of LGBTQ. I am a friend. I'm an ally of God's children. And they are God's children. And I find many of them beautiful. I was jealous about some LGBTQ people because at least they were being themselves. At least they found their true self. See, I hadn't found that yet. So I was a little jealous. Stop dividing our people. All right. Yeah, thank you, Heather. I'm glad I'm not just off on a tangent. But it's Sunday, so I might preach, my friends. I might preach. All right. So today we are in A Day at a Time. This is Hazelden literature. This is Hazelden literature. Another common denominator among those who slip is failure to use the tools of his program, the 12 steps. We know this. I don't know how many times. Yeah, I slipped again. Do you have a sponsor? No. Do you have a big book? No. Are you praying? No. Are you? What do you think you're going to get out of this if you're not going to put any action into the program? What do you think you're going to get? Nothing. Half measures avail us diddly squat. Nothing. No ting. No ting. Why isn't it working? It's hard to get off the hooch. I know. It's hard to let it go all the way. It's very, very hard to say, yo, HP dude, take away my difficulties. Take this stuff away so I can be closer to you. Why is it so hard? I don't know why. But I know that it was hard, that I was going to give up everything because at least when I was an alcoholic, I was something. Maybe not the best thing, but I was at least something. Yeah. Even if it was a drunk. Because being nothing in this world is the loneliest fucking place that you can be. Being separated, being made fun of because you're different, because you act a little different, your thought process is different, and other people notice that and put you down. Sounds a lot like other human beings going through shit too, doesn't it? But if you're not going to put any effort into you, No one else is either. If you're not going to put any effort into you, I'm not going to either. I can't. It's almost like matching when you donate, right? Let's say I'm doing a donation thing, like this. There's a guy here. He's a announcer, news announcer, and he's doing this drive. And his name's Kyle Clark, and he's a cool dude. I like him. That's why I'm saying his name. Good guy, right? And sorry, the news thing I read earlier is popping into my mind, and they're talking about putting our governor, our mayor, our secretary of state, and our attorney general in jail. Yes, please do it. Please do it. Anyway, but what he's doing is he's taking donation and he's matching up to $5. Okay. So they're putting in, so he's putting in. This is the same concept. You've got to put some effort into who you are. Or what if Heather is saying right now, if nothing changes, nothing changes. No change, no change. No change, no change. Okay. Even if you give up half. Oh, and I want to hold on to this part because, but I love my ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. I tell you something, the older you get, the less ignorance you have because you become wise to the world. The stuff that we're going through, see, we've been here before. This isn't new stuff to me, but for some generations, this stuff is new to them. They're just now figuring it out, right? They sit there and put down Gen X, but they repeat everything that we're saying. They're using our music. They're using our TV because we're awesome. No, it's just a wise thing. See, we stole it too. You think Generation X came up with new shit? No, we didn't. We were just our own thing. We were the forgotten generation. People just forgot about us. And now they're waking up and realizing we're still here. And that we look a lot younger than our predecessors. It's because we handled things. See, there was a rule on the street, and this was a rule. You did not say anything behind anybody's back that you would not say to their face. And I still carry that rule. And I talk a lot, huh? I'm willing to say a lot of things, people. I'm used to meeting on the playground after school. I'm used to it. Remember earlier I was talking about I've had a lot of violence in my life. Which kitty cat is it? Anyway, back to kind of the topic. I never did work the steps. I never got past the first step. I worked the steps too slow or too fast or too soon. Right? To people, to somebody that's a recovered alcoholic or has figured out, we know this is bullshit. We know this is bullshit. But I'm going to tell you something. The person going through it, the person experiencing it, to them, it is not bullshit. It is much the truth and fact as breathing air. We've got to remember that. When somebody first comes into the program, the first principle is honesty. Woo! Even somebody last night, I don't think they realize how long I've been around the program. They're like, how do you know if an alcoholic's lying? I'm like, his lips are moving like yours. Took the joke a little bit further. Right? So they don't know. they're not necessarily being dishonest as much as they are naive, intentionally naive. So when a new person comes in, there's something that we need to do for them. We need to allow them to be as honest as they can at the moment, just like the people did for us. Because I can tell you now, every single one of us that came into the program in our first days were full of shit. Yes. Everything that comes out of your mouth in the first 2-3 months is wrong. It's wrong because we alcoholics have the cart before the horse at all times. We don't know another way until we are taught. Always have the cart before the horse. And what is this? Well, these are reasons. They're trying to figure out what's wrong. Why isn't it sticking for them? How come they see it working in others, but not working in mine? And we all know what it is. It's the refusal to do the work. It's what it is. That's what it comes down to. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to totally complete the third step of giving everything over. Well, since all my best thoughts got me here, I'm going to tell you something. Let's say you try it and it don't work, you can take it back. Go ahead, take it back. Start playing God again. Watch what happens. I'll write you out a receipt for your misery. Bye-bye. Take care. You'll be back. You're going to be back. What it boils down to is that these people considered the steps, but didn't conscientiously and sincerely apply the steps to their lives. Am I learning how to protect myself and help others? Am I learning how to protect myself? Or what the fuck does that have to do with it? Protect yourself. I have a problem with that line going with that, and I'll tell you why. Because the person that I needed to be protected from was me. We don't have to agree with everything that's written, right? Ugh. We're allowed to have our own opinions, and maybe they're trying to make a different state. They might be trying to say something else that I'm just not catching. That is a possibility. Absolutely, it is. Maybe I'm refusing to see it right now because I don't want to, right? But when I'm the one that needs to be protected from me, you guys seen this one? My favorite niece gave me this mug. Right. She's my favorite niece living in Turkey. I have a couple of nieces, and the other nieces would get mad if I made claim that one. God, that's nice. Oh. All right, I'm having a little bit of a spiritual experience here. I don't always realize how many people actually love me. I'm not used to it. I didn't think I was worth it. I didn't. Right? I didn't think I was worth it. So here we are again. Am I learning how to protect myself from myself? What is this? Well, it's internal boundaries. It's the opposite of a lurking notion. A lurking notion means it is just a reason to drink in the future. Well, if this situation happens, I'm allowed to drink. If this situation happens, I'm allowed to drink. Instead, now what we do is we give ourselves permission to get well. It's often that I actually give other people permission to get well. You do it too. When we 12th step, when we work with other alcoholics, when we display, when we recover out loud and let other people see even our mistakes. See, that's one of the big things that I just can't stand on social media. Oh, I got sober here, and earlier I saw one. I met my husband in treatment 15 years ago, and gosh, I wouldn't have thought that we'd be here doing ski lessons with children. What a miracle. I don't want to take away from that. Absolutely not. But that's not life, my friends. It's part of, sure, it's part of life. But if we can't demonstrate everything, all of it, good or bad, see, they don't want you to see the bad parts where they're yelling at their fucking children to get in the car. They don't want you to hear the yelling and screaming and everything else. Everybody that puts on a good face behind is doing something fucking stupid. I'm telling you. I don't care how well they talk. Everybody's got problems. How many times here have I been wrong? A lot. You get what you get. There are no clips here. There are no takes. There's no editing. You know what I do when I'm done with this? I download it and put it on Podbean. I do nothing. Even if I was wrong about the whole thing, but we made it right at the end, great. We all learned something. Isn't that what we're trying to do here? See, it's an all or nothing proposition. And you think that ends? No, we've got to give up everything every day. That is how we get our spiritual, it talks about resting on our laurels, right? But what we get every day is my head went blank. What we get each day is a spiritual reprieve, contingent on our spiritual basis. Third step, every morning. Because when I wake up, I fucking hate everything. I do. My mind looks for reasons to be mad. It's part of my PTSD. It used to be harder when I had nightmares every night. I had nightmares every night for like 4 years. It was horrible. Continuing nightmare. I don't get those anymore. A lot of people here aren't familiar with that phase of my life. Times I used to wake up sweating, swinging at air. I was being re-traumatized by my dreams over and over. And it was torture. So I have really learned how to utilize the third step. And I do it more than once a day. I'm continually doing the third step. I don't have to say the whole thing. God knows my intention. God, I need the right words. I need your help in this. Third step. I'm saying you take what you need from me, give back what you want done. It's one of the reasons I'm a good speaker. It's God, man. All right. Today I pray. May I be a doer of the steps and not a hearer only. Been a long time since I heard this in a meeting. You cannot get the program through osmosis. Won't work. No, I'm going to sit there and be a sponge. Well, that's not really the best idea. Don't take everything. Not everything is to be taken. So you're given a choice. Take what you need and leave the rest. It's like when we have a quote unquote toilet paper shortage. Take what you need and leave the rest. Other people need to wipe their butts too, not just you. Okay. And then they try and bring it back when the toilet paper. Well, I don't need all this. Well, resell it on fucking eBay or whatever then, because they ain't gonna take it back. You fucking piece of shit. Sorry, I don't actually mean. See, reactive, good old reactive Dion. Oh, better edit that one, Mr. Producer. We don't want people seeing Dion's a human being. Okay, got that? Okay. Oh, ain't gonna happen. Nope. Now the whole World Wide Web knows I'm a human being. Oh shit. All right. May I see some of the common missteps which lead to a fall? Being too proud to admit. Step one. Well, if you're too proud to admit step one, I mean, we're already done. We're already done. Bye-bye. Being too tied to everyday earth to feel the presence of a higher power. Being overwhelmed by the thought of preparing step four. A complete moral inventory. Being too reticent to share an inventory. Please, God, guide me as I work the 12 steps. Or you could take the guide of your sponsor. All right, today I'll remember to watch my steps. Watch my steps. This kind of feels incomplete, but I do kind of need to get going. I will probably be back here in a little bit again. I just got to take care of some personal needs here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.